This year, Venom just passed Justice League at the box office. Now, this is one that I feel is almost being reported kind of with petty intentions, if I'm being honest, right? Like, I don't think anyone expected Venom to do what it's done, and everyone expected Justice League to do a lot better. Everyone expected Justice League to do just insane amounts of business, and it tapered out at about $650 million worldwide, when Wonder Woman was like 800 million worldwide. And it was a bit of a mess, and I don't know how the home video numbers were for this one. But it says here that the symbiote felled Superman and Company on the strength of its opening in China, where the film debuted past Friday. After a $34.2 million opening day in China, Venom exceeded expectations and then some, raking in $111 million in this opening weekend. That, along with money Venom made domestically and in other markets over the weekend, that vaults Sony's film to almost $675 million worldwide, well above Justice League's $657 million, as noted by CNET. Now, the $111 million Chinese opening is the best any Sony film has ever done in the country, and is the second best opening for a superhero movie there, behind Avengers Infinity War with $191 million. So basically, what does that tell us? That tells us that Venom has legs. And again, no one saw Venom having legs. No one saw this being a thing. No one saw Venom like having this kind of power, but it does. And I just would like to reiterate what Uncle Ben would say: with great power comes great responsibility. I'm looking at you, Sony. I'm looking at you, Pascal, Arad, and Rothman. What are you going to do now? Besides hold Feige's feet to the fire. Let's be fair. Holding Feige's feet to the fire in this case is probably what they're going to do, because this movie on its own, an origin story, has grossed more than Ant-Man and the Wasp did. It grosses more than a few of the other Marvel movies, and it's an ancillary character. It's a side character, no Spider-Man, no major player. People still went to go see it, and they ultimately liked it. I mean, whether or not the critic reviews on it are one thing, they still liked the damn film. Okay. Like, I'm still in my mind trying to wrap my head around that. Like, I'm sure at Sony, everyone's like, we expected this to kind of tank, but it did okay. It did all right. It did all right. So, of course, you know, there's still not been a Venom sequel announcement, which is very weird. And I think the reason for that is because they were waiting on the Chinese release. They were waiting to see what it did over there because they want to tie it to the MCU. There's greater money in bringing it into the MCU. There is. There's greater money. Working a deal with Feige and Disney to make that a thing is going to very much be the future of what Pascal wants. This is what Pascal wants. It's why they haven't done it yet. But I guarantee you they're already working on it. I guarantee you a script has already been commissioned. I guarantee you Ruben Fleischer is already gearing up to go into production on Venom 2, whatever it's going to be, Venom versus Spider-Man, whatever they're going to do. As soon as he's done working on Zombieland 2, I guarantee that's going to happen, because right now Tom Holland has already finished up shooting Spider-Man Far From Home. So Avengers Infinity War has already gone through the reshoots, or they're doing that right now. So whatever he has to do, it might be in there. I don't know yet. And then, of course, it's going to be everything else. So, yeah, I think I have a feeling we're going to see a fair amount coming out of this. Ooh. The next few months are going to be very interesting as Amy Pascal gets that modicum of power back that she lost 4 years ago because of the Sony hack, right? She's getting her power back. She took her lumps. She's coming back into the fray. And I think she's coming back with a vengeance. And oh man, if Feige isn't careful, she's going to totally take over and probably in all reality, fuck everything up. Let's be fair here. So